position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back. In a scrimmage greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is awesome.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. Could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And to the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. When you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer! Sooner! Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Woods. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looks as if we... on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready. On offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Ready, set. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term, quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Huge pickup. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline. Tony obviously very happy with results of the play. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't. Quarterback like that, the defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique and knocking the football away.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. to go up top. Under fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And listen, the quarterback drops back and is going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They go to the draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Touchdown Sooner! Once he got some room, it was over.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Oliver. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
They'll go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's... open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
He leaves it with his back. Running through contact. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true and the lead balloons to 21. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Webb. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Oliver. Ran through the contact. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the ground, he's got it again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got the quick pass. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
On the jump.
Makes the catch. It's Webb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Oliver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, put the offense in a worse situation.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. The play action fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Just advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown!
this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. Open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down and getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Brings him to the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, and rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups, too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Catch in the middle, it's Webb. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They
Coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He caught it! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take another shot here. Working the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Finally brought down, but what a play. Only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Riggs. Fighting off the defender. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are on the move. To the air on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jess, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Got it set up on the outside. Finding an escape route. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of from the defense. Facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense. Have it at the 12-yard line. secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stokes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the ropes. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep, and make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. To the ground with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Sooners will punt this one away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Looking for room, it's Riggs. Not much there, he gets one to the 11. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway. They're in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
First down.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. The give to the tailback. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on a quick down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking downfield on first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great place to start for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown Sooners! Tagged in the end zone to give them 6. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking left. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Rasmussen. Quickly complete. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Off the play fake. Got a wide open receiver. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. and he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Line getting set on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Nice move to pick up yardage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And there he goes. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Looking to pass. It's Rasmussen. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Now the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Come out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be a draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Yeah, and it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. Let's see what happens on third.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.